An Oblivion remaster. What are they gonna do? Just have the same game but have a super overhaul? Like those mods? Same game with all the updated graphics is all. Alright. The reveal stream. What we fighting? It's Studios. Virtuous Studios. A new studio overhaul. Sexual themes.
They would take you to the tower.
Oh?
This ends here.
The new Imperial Guard.
You hold our future in your hands. Take with you my blessings and the hope of the Empire. Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
I was always so confused why he was wearing the Imperial armor. I'm guessing the main MC of Oblivion becomes a...
Here we are, 20 years later.
Whatchamacallit? A soldier.
When you think about the Elder Scrolls, to us it goes beyond game franchise.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
DNA
it's
of
nostalgia
this
cash grab now.
Obviously, we're working on the 6th chapter here, but what's great about the Elder Scrolls is being able to look back at all of the chapters, Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Arena, and each of them try to define role-playing games and open-world games for their generation.
Fans got so connected with the worlds we've made and these stories we're telling, and it's really amazing.
Oblivion was a real defining moment in the series and for how we make games as a studio. I think when it comes to a remaster, we want people to feel the way they did then, but it's still a game of its time. You want to keep those bones in place. You want some of that old charm.
Coming back to Oblivion now with this tremendous visual update is absolutely amazing. It's the world I remember, but better.
There's so much there.
Is there still gonna
for
be
the Elder
jank?
Scrolls world,
Cause that
and
one, that's
also
what made
this
Oblivion
evolution
jank.
of our games, I think, is really, really important for people to take a look back at.
Looking back and seeing everything we've accomplished in the past 20 years and working with these people, like, it's really special.
Yeah, there are still quite a few people that I've worked with for that long, and it sort of gave me the warm fuzzies.
Oh my God, it's been 20 years? I think the thing that gets me the most is the music. Like when you hear that music at the main menu, there's just like...
Yeah, you better keep it.
There's this like flood of nostalgia.
That music is
Oblivion
timeless, bro.
Is the beginning of who I am. As an individual, as a game developer, it all starts with it.
I don't even think it took me till release to realize how big this was.
People loved it. Like, they loved it.
They still do.
Such a key moment in our history of making games and the evolution of how we build these worlds, and having players be able to come back and experience that is really amazing. We had that really special moment of coming out into the world for the first time, what that meant to this game.
Every time we think about Oblivion, it's, what if we could give that moment to everybody again?
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond
God
which
damn,
no
okay.
waking eye may see.
The little textures on the towers and everything. Why is this Skyrim thing right there?
Whether you're reliving these moments or experiencing them for the first time, the world of Oblivion Remastered immediately looks and feels incredible. When we decided to remaster Oblivion, we were really picky about finding the right partner. From the very beginning
Kinda
of
looks
this
like,
project, we had one rule.
Kingdom
We weren't
Come.
going to do this if we weren't going to be able to do it right. Our partners at Virtuous went above and beyond to bring our vision to life. The care and love they've poured into the Oblivion Remaster has been absolutely breathtaking.
Welcome to Paris, and welcome to Virtuous. Our team here has been hard at work delivering the best remastered Oblivion experience possible. We've worked with Bethesda Game Studios on other projects in the past, so we know what
Man, the
makes
French
that
people are
team
doing a
and
lot
their
of stuff.
games special.
We wanted to make the remaster more friendly to gamers.
You better have
with
all the
modern hardware.
DLCs
This
just locked in.
is Oblivion in its most complete form.
About time someone got here. Huzzah!
Those familiar with only some
I'm
Elder
thinking it's gonna
Scrolls
be like
lore
Demon
will now
Souls.
be able to experience the events that set the stage for Skyrim. You embark on an epic journey.
The
to
same
stop the
game
mythic
framework,
cult,
The time of cleansing
but just
draws
updated.
nigh.
Ew.
unleashing the Daedric Prince of Destruction.
What was
Just
the
updated
Oblivion
graphics.
Crisis? What happened to the previous Emperor of Cyrodiil?
Why
Why
did
are
he
there
change his
only 8
hairdo?
divines instead of 9? In addition to the core game, the remaster contains all add-ons, including story expansions, Shivering Isles, and Knights of the Nine,
Okay.
so you get the full experience.
Good.
On a personal level, it was
Shivering
really
Isles is
important
my
to me
favorite.
to ensure that we're preserving the magic of the original experience. At the end of the day, we're all fans too.
This is a dream project for me, right? I'm a fan. I have been always a fan.
Well, I played Oblivion for perhaps 10,000 hours.
Oblivion was my first Elder Scrolls game, and it was one of the games that made me want to be a game developer.
The best way to describe it would be to call it a love letter.
You will find your own path, but there will be blood and death before the end.
Is that a new line? Okay. Why was that? Why was the
technology
music
we
cut
used
off
to
like that?
create the original was cutting edge at the time, but tools have come a long way since then.
That's cool. The bits. No.
The original Oblivion is still the heart and soul of the remaster, but we use Unreal Engine 5 to help achieve all our visual goals. We think of the Oblivion game engine as the brain and Unreal 5 as the body. The brain drives all the world logic and gameplay, and the body brings to life the experience that players have loved for almost 20 years.
But it's not just about pure fidelity. We knew we had to preserve the distinct style, making it as uniquely Oblivion as possible.
The brush opens a portal into the painting. You're stuck here like I am.
The Isles, a wonderful place. Good for a visit. Or eternity.
We've leveraged nearly every major feature from the latest version of Unreal 5.
Our goal was to push the visuals to the next level
I wonder
using
if
the
they're
latest
gonna like
technologies.
expand
We
the
created
cities.
brand new, highly detailed character models and stunning landscapes that use millions of polygons in each asset, allowing us a truly impressive level of detail in the world. Every single asset in this game
Not
was
have them
completely
more
redesigned
squished
and
together.
handcrafted from scratch.
We implemented an advanced real-time lighting system that accurately simulates how light interacts with the environment. This results in more realistic lighting and atmospheric effects. While the original game had limited dynamic shadows, Now, the entire world reacts naturally to light.
We used an incredible new lip sync technology that really enhanced
Can't help it.
performance
It
in our
looks like
characters.
a mod.
He left us a warning.
It looks like a mod just made official.
And real tools
It's not bad.
helped
It's
us
just
create the base mesh of our characters. From there, our artists sculpt each race individually to adapt it to the mesh, allowing us to share the model, rig, and textures. As a result, all races, including Argonians, Orcs, and Khajiits, are built on the same base mesh, making the lip sync system more
Whoa.
effective even when the characters have very different facial features.
Welcome to the guild.
We have access to so many modern rendering features. You'll see them in something as simple as running through a forest. Insects flying around, fish swimming in the water, light filtering through the leaves. Thanks to these technological advances, you feel even more immersed in this living, breathing world.
the cloud.
You'll really believe you're in Cyrodiil.
I believe you can handle a more complicated assignment. I would like you to retrieve a carved panel from the central chamber of the High Thane.
So it's the same audio. Okay.
It's not just visuals that we've modernized in the remaster. It's gameplay. It's UI and UX. It's audio. We've updated features and systems across the board.
We've changed the approach
It looks
to
like
leveling,
Kingdom Come Delivered,
which
bro.
I think will make a lot of people happy. It's inspired by the leveling systems of both Oblivion and Skyrim, so it's the best of both worlds.
You could have just kept it as Oblivion.
We were able to fully recreate the character models, creating a physicality that feels more human. You see that in places like
Hot.
combat animations. There's a
Smash.
lot more separation between the upper and lower body, and all the animations have more flourish.
Well, yeah, these things. I hate
Combat
those
in
things.
the original Oblivion didn't have sound effects, visual effects, or hit reactions. Now you'll get blood splatters, sparks, and controller feedback. You know, it's a little thing, but little things add up to make the combat more modern and engaging.
I remember fighting that spider creature.
The original had
Got so
third-person,
scared. I was
but
like,
there
what
was
is
no
this?
crosshair, and we felt the experience could be modernized. One of our goals was to have a third-person view that compared to Starfield in terms of playability. Now, the third-person perspective has all the
What
same
type of
control you
dodge,
get
huh?
from the first-person view.
You have my ear, citizen.
When Oblivion first launched,
You have my
greetings.
ear, citizen.
How goes it? How are you?
Disk storage limits meant we couldn't have unique voiceovers for all the races. So we've gone back and recorded new lines of dialogue. Each race represented in the game now sounds unique.
Can't stand the sight of those creatures.
We also made sure to keep in all of the quirkier dialogue.
I really like the way they say hello. Sometimes it's so random, and then they just, hi there.
Hi there.
But it's like so nice and creepy at the same time.
Stop! You violated the law. Stop! You violated the law.
Stop, criminal scum!
Stop right there, criminal scum.
That's a new
Cheese for
voice.
everyone.
Cheese for everyone!
Why is his hair black? What? I'm gonna need a mod to change his hair white. What is
One
that?
of the Elder Scrolls from the Imperial
The
Palace.
cow looks so much
You need to
stupider.
find the reading room. The blind priests will deliver a scroll to you there. Do not speak to the priests. They're blindfolded. I've chosen you because you are the best. Good luck.
Oh yes, every quest guild line makes you dungeon crawl.
Stop. You violated the law. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Then pay with your blood.
It's a new voice actor.
As games have developed over the past 20 years, players have come to expect a certain suite of tools and controls.
Like sprinting. Sprinting is an interesting one because it was such a big debate internally among our teams. Some of us were absolute purists, but ultimately, we decided it's 2025 and people are going to want to sprint.
God
In
damn.
fact, all of the character
Or got
locomotion
places
has
to
been
go.
completely redone from scratch. And that has a huge impact from the very beginning of the game.
Every single updated or new feature was implemented with the player in mind. It all comes down to what makes Oblivion, Oblivion. What are those features that just immediately come to mind for players when they think of the game?
The mini games are the mini games. Those are so iconic to Oblivion.
Great!
They got such big maws. What
Like
the
lock
hell?
picking. You can put a fresh coat of paint on it, but you can't change it too much because it's part of the core experience.
Whether you're returning to Cyrodiil or you're a newcomer,
I'm going to follow you and
Ew.
watch you and worship the ground you walk on.
you will instantly feel at home. It
It's like
just
they
feels
plastered realistic
We've
graphics over
modernized a
the.
lot, but it's still the same
I
incredible
mean, that's literally
adventure
what they
and
did.
The same carefully
That was so
handcrafted
weird.
world.
Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting?
No, Oblivion's truly a horror game.
Oblivion is a core part of the story of Bethesda Game Studios. None of what we're surrounded by right now would be here if we hadn't made that game and if it hadn't been the success that it was. The effort that we put into it, the love that went into it, I think that comes across on the screen.
To have worked on something that people care enough where you're in a position where you can remaster it, it's a privilege.
And now, to help introduce this game to a new generation of players, I feel so lucky.
I really think that people, when they jump back into the remaster, they're going to be shocked at just how good the game looks. The Oblivion gates look absolutely incredible, and I think they're just going to find themselves lost in the world.
Even if it's just the music, for example, just walking around for half an hour in the world, you feel something, and that's precious.
You're going back to a world that you've been to before, but it's better somehow. Like, it's an intangible thing, but it's like, it's new, it's fun, like it's exciting again.
But it's ultimately the same game. There was a lot of respect for
Never seen a
what was
horse do
before,
that,
and I think
though.
the fans will appreciate that.
From all of us at Bethesda Game Studios,
And Virtuous.
we want to thank you for joining us today. Oblivion has a very special place in my heart, and being able to work on this remaster and bring it to a new generation of players has been an incredible experience. We were too excited to get it in your hands and didn't want to just show it off to you and then make you have to wait. The best part of my
you
job
talking
is that
about,
I get to be the one to announce that the Oblivion Remaster will be available
Today.
today.
That's crazy. Okay. Okay, that's kind of peak.
I was born 87 years ago.
Tell me right now, I could get that shit.
I've never been the ruler of my own dreams.
Should be base price though, $60.
This is the 27th of last seed. The year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days
That's
of the
crazy.
third era and the final hours of my life. I have seen the gates
Well,
of Oblivion.
Baldur's Gate, I need to put you down for a
which
bit.
no waking eye may
Got a new game I want to play. My old comfort game.
This is only the beginning.
That was cool.
Worse is yet to come.
Looks clear.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
Mankar Cameron.
From the coming darkness.
A paladin.
Here you must find your own path.
The Dark Brotherhood. A lot of focus on the druid.
Find him. And close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
That's so crazy. They're like, right now. Deluxe digital content, man. You fucking bitch. My Steam. Available now. That's so crazy. It's just a $20 buff. And then an extra $10 for the remastered deluxe edition. Is there anything else? Okay, let's see what the other ones are about. This one's a trailer, right? Okay, chill.
I was born 87 years ago. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams.
Of my own dreams.
This is the 27th of last seed. The year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the third era. And the final hours.
Of my life.
Of my life.
My bad.
I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see.
Oh, did we already see this? Yeah, we already saw this.
Worse is yet to come.
God damn, it's 125 gigabytes. Let me see how much original Oblivion is.
The time of cleansing
5.52 gigabytes. What the hell? Okay, if we've already seen this, we're fine. About this, what is this all about? Is this just like a talk through? Oh, it's just from the stream. So the rest of the stream is just them talking about it. Okay. I guess I got something new to play. Holy shit.